35-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Give. This is Drake. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Let's
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Darnold on third down. And incomplete here on third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And Santos yanked that one a bit. No good. Wide to the left for Santos. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Leopard. Leopard.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going deep here for Parker. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Johnson that time there to force the incompletion.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Play action. It's Darnold. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you try to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. First down, Drake, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Now a handoff for Drake. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll look to throw here. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Gone. Hurry up, here we go. Blue lining.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee. Coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here. Back-to-back great plays defensively to get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll set up a throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Now the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So the field goal there counts what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Off of play action, Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Powers through. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Darnold. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal?
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Now Darnold. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So he exercises a few demons by getting that one to go, but tie game, so those 2 misses could still loom large.
They'll probably hang over him the rest of the way, you have to think. But now you get a fresh start. All even. Time for that defense to rise up and get the ball back.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustment time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards. Also, AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another award for him, one in this game. But when you look back at last week and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, but also the run after the catch, that's what made it impressive.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The pitch out to Drake. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Grant. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Spencer Ware, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And shedding through the tackle. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back to throw, Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Darnold on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Darnold from the gun. Going up top. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week, he hit on right at 50%. This week, he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Now Drake. He's got room to run past the 20. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 92 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Again, it's Crowell. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. Then the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On the ground, this is Ware. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll run it again with Crowell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now here come the Dolphins. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that
by
is
the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
They run it here. Where? And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
They'll run with Drake. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Running, it's Drake. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now on first down, Drake again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. He'll set up the screen to Drake. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Ware. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, Guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, able to just roam in here.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They're going to look to throw. And Stills over the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles Harris in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they'll run it here. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. And out come the Dolphins now. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run it with Balazs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7.
3 down. Over.
Now Balazs. Room here to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Balazs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This just a 24-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. They're still going to go for it on 4th and goal even after the penalty. No sign of the field goal team. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Somebody call for the queen.
I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to like he trying to move it. It was like 11 in the morning. Skip to school, that's what truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning. I had a sister by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rest keep me up on me hoes. I had a in my shoes. You got this bitch of me. Pacific ice on my ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russian. My diamonds, they tussling. My neck and my back. They call it for me and they. You want me like me, you know? Yeah. Be right, better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on me. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the trolls. Yeah. You can go get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth. Man, who's you? My shawty full